Hey guys, here we are. It's Friday. You couldn't believe the weekend went by so quick. The week went by so quick. So, gonna come to you today and ask you guys to pray for us. We'll see if some people hop on here and watch us. I'm putting these videos on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Gas Mission. You can see them there. So, I want to make sure you find that Gas Mission YouTube. Um, so this is what we're going to do today. April told me, and we're trying to do better and better. April told me that I didn't need to wear my glasses during this thing because it made a glare. Hey, Miss Diane. Hey, Karen. Well, you guys, glad to see you guys. So, um, going to do our prayer request, asking Sunday school classrooms to pray for us specifically. Trying to get it in there and get some people building up some prayer. We're seeing some wonderful things happening down here in Nicaragua. We're seeing lives changed, seeing people starting to follow the Lord with a desire, and it's really neat. And so excited about that. So trying to get people to pray for us, and I'm going to come on every Friday and do this little interview and help people to know how they can pray for us as they're missionaries down here. And one of the first things I want to tell you guys about is something I found on the internet this week, and a friend told me about it. Was this book called "Pray in the Bible," and I remember probably about 15 years ago, a guy was talking about praying the scriptures, and I just kind of nodded my head, and I wish I'd have listened to him a little bit more. But I read this book. It's from a guy named Donald Whitley, called "Praying the Scriptures." It took me about 3 hours to read that book, and it's really changed me this week. I've noticed a better prayer life. I felt closer to the Lord this week, and I feel like that's something I can share with you guys. And if it helps you become a little more closer to the Lord, that's great. So the book is called "Pray in the Bible," and it's by Don Whitley, and he outlines this little program about how you can use the scriptures and go through the scriptures and pray, and he has a little chart that does it like a system so that you can see how it works, and I highly recommend it. There's also there's this website called Steadfast Bibles, and they sell like Bibles and Bible products, but they have a free, I don't know if this comes in backwards or what, but they have this free printout of the Psalms. And so I printed this book out. It's the Psalms. It's just the Bible, the Psalms. It is the NASB version, but it's a single column and then has a space for notes. And I printed it out and did one of these fancy ring things on the end of it. Hey Tony, what's going on, man? This is the NASB Steadfast Bible printout for free. And I'm talking about using that with Donald Whitley's Pray in the Bible book. I'm trying to encourage people to read that book, and so I've done it just for this first. This is my first week to do it, and there's a little system, and I made a little hand chart like this, but April, she wanted to do a nicer one, so we made one and printed it out for that. So this is free. The Pray in the Bible book is about $10, and so you can't beat it. And it takes you about three and a half hours to read it and implement it, and it's the best. Reading the scriptures and praying what comes to your mind as you read the scriptures, it helps you so much to guide your prayer the way that the book outlines. So I just want to encourage you to do that. Hey, Miss Rhonda, good to see you. The kids are on their bicycles out in the neighborhood, so I'm trying to do this while they're gone. Otherwise, the houses can't do anything; have to go outside. But so that's I'm going to try to recommend something like this every week, but that's the book that I want to recommend this week. Very short book. Pray in the Bible. Use your own Bible, or print out one of these free Psalms, because you use mostly the Psalms doing it. So I want to encourage you guys about that. So that's that. Next thing is Sunday. Our church is having a baptism. We got a baptism candidate, a young lady. Awesome testimony. I had her write a testimony out, and I read it. It made me cry. I mean, it's just very impacting, the things that she's gone through, and to see that God is really working in her life, and this is something that God's done. And we had a little elders meeting today, and I had them read her testimony, because we're going to give her an opportunity to share testimony before we baptize her Sunday. And one of the guys said this at the elders meeting. He said, if we only got one piece of fruit out of our ministry every 5 years that was like this, it would be worth it. And he was saying that it was so obvious that God had done the work in her, and that the change was something that God had done. So super excited about her being baptized and her testimony. So you guys be praying for her. Be praying for us as we get ready to install elders. We've got an elder candidate that we're going to be installing soon. And then at the end of this week, we have a medical clinic. Not end of this week. In the next week, we're having a medical clinic. And I'll try to do a Facebook Live from there. You guys have to understand, though, that, we don't have like HIPAA regulations where, people, you can't tell about people's medical problems and stuff. So, but I'm going to try to be a little bit discreet. But I like for you guys to see what's going on in the medical clinic and in the Bible Institute and that kind of thing. So we'll be doing that. I'm not exactly sure when it'll be, but we'll try to be live. Another thing, if you're not on our Gas Family Mission page on Facebook, go on and like that page, because I try to do a lot of that kind of stuff from that page, because only people in the U.S. and Canada and countries that I choose can see that, and we do that for protection and that kind of thing. So I encourage you to like that page. Encourage you to like our Facebook page, so that I put when I put stuff on Facebook, I put after I go through and edit the film and stuff, I'll put it on there. So excited about that. So Steadfast Bible, free printout. Then we got the book that you can read. Then we're going to pray for baptism, elders, our medical clinic. Those three things. Next thing is I want you guys always pray that we would represent God well. He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and everywhere we go and everything we do, we want to represent Him well, and we want people to know that He's worthy of our praise. And we mess up a lot. We're human. We do things that we shouldn't do. And pray that people will be understanding, and that God's message wouldn't be blocked from that. So thank you guys for praying for that, and thank you guys so much for all that you do to keep us down here as we get ready to serve the Lord, and we just ask that you guys maybe ask other Sunday school classrooms or your Sunday school classroom to just keep us on your prayer list. Anytime there's somebody that has a prayer sheet or list or something they do, you got to put our names on it so that people are praying for us. That's the motivation behind this, and so we're really thankful for you guys. I got a lot of people. Miss Karen, how are you doing? Good to see you on here. I saw your wonderful news, and so thankful for that. We've been praying for you. So that basically wraps that up. So just to recap: baptism, elders and medical clinic this month, and that we represent him well. So we really appreciate all you guys do, and we're thankful for your support and your prayers. We got some very exciting things happening this time. We got some students. We're trying to get 4 students to enrolled in some classes, and we got one of the students covered, so that's paid for. We're looking for 3 more, and so I've sent out some little things about that, and just that's something you can keep in prayer as well. And so hope everybody's doing well. Like to find out about you guys, and what if there's some prayer requests you have, y'all could put those in the comments below and just tell us what we could pray for you guys for. As a family, we have family devotions at night. We do a short devotion and pray, and what we've been doing is doing the League Interconnect videos with the kids, and we've been working through one called Contentment with Melissa Kruger. It's been phenomenal. Any of you guys that use that League Interconnect material, that's a super duper one. Being content with what you have, and some of the ways to point out and find out how covetousness can sneak into your life, and it's good stuff. So encourage you to read the Bible with your family. Encourage you to read the Bible, and keep us in your prayers. I just want to say God bless you guys, and thank y'all for all that you do. And we'll talk to you next Friday.